To Christ the King Ministries International, kindly introduce yourself and tell us what the God of this mountain has done in your life.
Okay. My name is Kasongo Beva MUMBA Gloria. I started coming to this mountain of solution in the year 2012. Okay, I started coming here when I was doing my diploma in law, level 2. So going into level 3, I didn't have the money because that's the time I lost my dad. So the man of God from this mountain of solution helped me with the fees that I was requiring. I think that was about 4,000. So that was settled. I finished my diploma. I even got my certificate. As if that was not enough, I was accepted to do my degree under an exemption. Instead of doing it for 4 years, I had to do it for 3 years. So after getting that acceptance or the admission, I didn't have the money. So I had to call the man of God and explain to him to say, I've been accepted to do my degree, but the unfortunate part is that I don't have the money and I don't even have any source yet. So he told me to say, all is well, money is going to come your way and you're going to do your degree. After a week, I just received a phone call from the registrar at school to say I've been offered a bursary to do my degree.
Shall we clap for Jesus? Shall we clap for Jesus? Just say to your neighbor, neighbor, only a word will work for you. We heard from the previous testifier that the servant of God just said, it will be well, and it worked well. Again, our sister here is just saying that the servant of God assured her that it is well, and indeed it worked well. So if you are here believing this God, just believe and trust that indeed, as we are going back to our various homes, it will be well for us. Shall we clap for Jesus? Shall we clap for Jesus? You may proceed with your testimony.
Okay. Yeah, so after I did about 2.5, when I was just prior to my completion, the bursary was cut off. The people who were funding our program decided to back off. So I was stuck. I didn't have the money. So I called the man of God again to say, I don't have money and I'm likely to come back to school. So he assured me to say, all is well. It's, someone is going to give you the money and you're going to finish the program. But again, I was being human, you are pushed and you just feel so stuck, So I had to come back to Ndola and I decided to come to church with my mother. So on that day, there was the issue of giving sacrificial gifts. So the man of God said, give whatever you have. If you have a lot of money or whatever little that you have, just sacrifice, even if it's your last money. And then in my account, I had the 700 kwacha, okay? And what I needed to settle my fee was like 7,000, but I had the 700. So now I started debating, should I keep the 700? Even if I keep it, it's not going to help me, okay? But again, if I give it in the house of God, I'm sure it's okay, it will be safe. Something will definitely come up. So out of sacrifice, I decided to give that 700. And I went back to Lusaka. The very day I reached Lusaka, just, let me say, like 2 hours of reaching Lusaka, my friend called me to say, I want to see you. So when I went downstairs, I met my friend, and then he said, I have something for you. So I'm like, what's that? Then it was like, go and pay for your school fees and start attending classes.
Shall we clap for Jesus? Shall we clap for Jesus? Indeed, brethren, this is to confirm that the God of Prophet Charles Mumba is the same yesterday, today, and forever. The same way Abraham called him God the provider is still providing. Shall we clap for Jesus? Shall we clap for Jesus?
Yeah, so I had to pay the school fees, but again, because I missed classes for about 3 weeks, I didn't know where to start from. I had to catch up. So I called him and I told him to say, I've managed to pay, but the challenge that I have is that I've missed a lot of classes, so I don't know how I'm going to perform. Then he told me to say, just concentrate on your studies. Study, you are going to pass with distinctions. And I did exactly what he said. And I passed that level with distinctions. All the 4 courses that I wrote, I had distinctions.
Celebrate Jesus in the house. Celebrate Jesus in the house. If you are passing in career challenges, be it financially or academically, just connect yourself to this testimony and it will work well for you in Jesus' name.
So for my degree in law, I graduated with a merit. And I'm sure most of the people who know what law is all about, very few graduate with a merit. But because I had a papa who was helping me spiritually, I managed. Okay? So I thank God for your prayers at this mountain of solution, and I thank God for my papa, Prophet Charles MUMBA.
Shall we clap for Jesus? Shall we clap for Jesus? You may proceed.
Yeah, then after that, you all know that law is like a journey. So you just don't get your degree and sit back. You have to go to Ziale for you to be confirmed as a practicing lawyer. So in 2018 intake, I enrolled at Ziale, and I was admitted to the bar this year in 2019. With the help of my father here, his prayers helped me. We sat for exams, there 700 of us, and only 194 were admitted to the bar, and I was amongst the 194.
Shall we clap for Jesus? Shall we clap for Jesus? Indeed is Jesus Christ, the story changer, shame remover, record breaker. Shall we just celebrate him? Celebrate him once more in the house. So, sister, just to ask you a question. You've narrated how you successfully moved the journey of the law. Can you just tell us, are you the first one in the family, or has it ever happened before in the family to break such a record?
I was actually coming to that. I'm the first one to get a degree to start with. And secondly, I'm the first one to be admitted to the bar. I'm not just a lawyer, a mayor lawyer. I'm an advocate of the High Court.
Shall we clap for Jesus? Shall we clap for Jesus? Just turn to your neighbor. Neighbor, if you are here by faith, you are going to break the record tonight. If you believe, celebrate Jesus once more in the house. Celebrate Jesus.